Good morning everyone, and welcome back to Craft Eccentricity. And I am just checking that I have my sound on. Yes, good morning everyone. Right, we are up again today with yet another haul. I did say that this week would be hauls. I have managed to make something this time because the haul is not a huge one, so I've got a couple of things that I've used and I've created a card topper. So it is Eiffel store today, and I'm just going to go right in and show you the dies. Right, so first up we have this really cute lollipop set. So you've got that lovely frilly background, you've got a plaid top if you want one, there's a stitched heart, there's loads of different hearts, there's even a little button to pop onto that. You've got the bow, the tails, and you've also got the stick. And I will be making this next week. Really cute. You have to go to the web page to look at these because they're so cute. And then I need to put my pile down while I show you this, because I've used one of these today in my make, and I've used the heart-shaped one. So I have, you know, cut them apart. So let me wiggle them out of the bag. So this is a set of jars. I've still got a little bit there that I haven't poked out, and it comes in hearts, it comes in flowers, and you also get the word love, so you can kind of see it from that side. So I will measure this. This is the one that I've used, and they are all the same size. So cut line to cut line is 3 1/4. And then if we go along there, we have 1, and it's almost 2 inches wide. Yeah, too finicky to say otherwise, but really cute. And I really do need to poke that out because it's driving me nuts. So let me just find that and get rid of it. There we are. Show you the die in its perfect form. Have I got something up there as well? Goodness gracious me. Let me get that out. I do apologise, still haven't had my coffee yet, but it's just a really sweet set. Now of course you can use that one on top of that one if you want to, so that you've got a floral background with your love. And you can even do it with that one and layer that one on top, because as I said, they're all identical sizes. So those are the 3 little jar set. And I've also used this one. This is a gorgeous set of 6 hearts, and you've got those really lovely jagged edges. Really love it. So I'm going to measure the biggest heart and trying to find the correct angle to do it. I'm going to say 4.5 inches and then 5 inches. So that's how big that lovely little set of jagged hearts is, like torn paper. And then we have this one for creating a love banner, and you do get the words in there. You also got the XO, and you've got lots of little hearts and little dots and things to pop on there. So that is for creating a banner, and you've also got little bits that will cut stripes out into it if you want to, or you can just leave them whole and stamp words on there if you want to. So that's the little banner set that needs to be made in order to measure it. And then next up we have a lock and key set. Now I'm not sure whether, well, I mean, you know, obviously you could use them both separately, but I'm wondering this layers on top of this one because you've got similar design but slightly smaller. So I'm thinking this must layer onto here, but of course you can use them separately. And then you've got that gorgeous heart key. So, you know, if you like to do a little bit of lovey-dovey lacy or even steampunk, this is going to be a great one for that. So we are at 4 inches tall on the key. And then I'm going to say the main heart for the lock is 2 3/8 of an inch. Isn't that lovely? Let's do the width. Right, that is 3 1/4 inches, a fraction over. And then next up we're going gnoming, because you can't have Valentine's without gnomes. So once again, this is something that has to be made up. Now, I'm not sure if the gnome is holding the heart. It might be, or it may be a heart balloon. I'm not 100% sure. Once again, I'm going to be making this next week because it's really cute. You got a tiny little word love there, which I'm pretty sure does fit onto a balloon, but just a really sweet gnome. Look at his feet. Look at that. Oh, let's get close. He's got his little boots. Those are his little boots. He's got little bows. So I think this is a girly gnome. Yeah, it might be a girly gnome. I'm not sure. But as I said, go and have a look at the webpage. You can see just how sweet they are. Next up, we've got a set of Geo hearts. I do like these. I think stuff like this always looks really great cut in glitter paper. And then you've got a heart that's cut into that section. And then you've got two tiny little hearts that you can just dot around. So that's a really sweet set. And I do believe they're two standalone ones because I'm looking at the design and the design doesn't match. So those are two separate hearts. So you've got like a Geo heart and then you've got one that looks more like a diamond. So that's really cute. And I like that you've got the hollow in the centre so that you can basically frame whatever you wanted to in there. It would look nice with a little piece of rose paper or something. You have to excuse my fingers. I'm still covered in glue because I quickly put a project together. So let's have a look at the size of these. And I am going to say that that is... Let's go up to its widest point. It's just over 3 inches. And then the one I'm going to call a heart diamond, looking at its widest points again, and I'm going to say 3 inches. I really like the look of that one. And then we do have steampunk. So we've got a steampunk heart there with the cogwheels, and then we've got the word love that's all scrolly to go across it. So if you're somebody who loves your steampunk, you're going to love that. I really like that. And finding its widest points, 3.5 inches. And then last but not least, we've got another gnome, and this one is really sweet. Once again, please excuse my throat. Little booties, he's got balloons, and you've also got this bit here. You've got the individual stripes that will cut out to go into each of those embossed areas, so you're getting a huge amount of detail onto the hat. But I will be up next week to do this, and we'll probably do this one as a tutorial because I think it's always good to see how you can get, you know, all your bits and pieces onto something. So let's get close there. There you go. So you can see if you actually look at that stripy bit, the shape of it, it doesn't start here at the wide band, it starts on the second band. I can see that already. But I love the shape of the hat. It's very quirky. So that is another gnome. And now I'm going to show you what I made. So I used the large heart, the medium heart and the smallest heart. And I used the jar. And I just made a really quick card topper. Those little gold bits there are from the Creative Path. That's their gold puffy stickers on AliExpress. But I just used pink, that lovely tomato red, basil cardstock from Joanne. And then I just put, you know, little scraps of paper that I had and cut the hearts to go in. I just love that. I think that's really, really cute. And you don't have to use solids. If you're somebody who loves to do vintage, you know, because sometimes when I've got the time, I do try to do the two styles because everybody's got their own style. But you could absolutely cut this in vintage colours with, you know, little bits of vintage script paper and maybe a little butterfly or anything like that. And it can just be a vintage piece to go into your journal. It doesn't have to be, you know, cute or bright. It can be very vintage. So that is what I have for you today. Yes, it is. And I am up with a haul tomorrow. And tomorrow is a haul from Panalisa, which I'm going to have to split over 2 or 3 days. So it definitely is going to be the making and creating next week. Right, I thank you so much for joining me today. Have an absolutely awesome day. And as usual, all links below. Bye.